This season, I'm doing it myself for the first time, so it's pretty exciting and also not knowing whether I will make it or not lah. But thank God, 54 pregnant is a good number. Hi, my name is Doreen. I'm the horse vet for this farm. Welcome to National Stud Farm. Yeah, I've been working here for 3.5 years, and this is something I would love to do since my student days. Ouch, stop biting. Horses has been my passion when I was a student in UPN. It was only in the 4th year that I sort of got interested into horses, and I did my final year project in horses. Well, I never knew that I would get a job here, and this is something very new to me because horse breeding in Malaysia is not something very well known, and after all, this is the only breeding farm in Malaysia. And 3 years working here, it's more than just being a horse vet, but you actually specialize into an area which nobody else does in Malaysia. See, the mare and foal is always together. The foal recognizes the mare, the mother. The smell lasts for about 6 months, from September to December, and it's not a very nice job because it's very dirty, but it's fun when you see horses get pregnant and see the embryo and see the heartbeat, and there's a baby going to be born soon. Okay, the name of the mare is Jerome Rose. 48 days pregnant. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the rectum full of feces. I'm going to remove all the fecal materials before I can put my scanner in. So this is just a lubricant so that it's easier to get in. Right, once the feces is cleared, you actually can feel the reproductive organs, the ovary, the uterus, and since it's already 48 days pregnant, you could feel a lump on the uterus. Okay, so now I'm going to put the probe in. This is a rectal probe. Okay, what you see on the screen, this is the fetus. Alright, the amnion, the umbilical cord. If you look carefully, you can see the heartbeat goes like that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to print out. It started with an open wound, I don't know how he got it, maybe in the paddock. So I actually put a tube inside so that the whole wound closed, and I have to flush daily until the infection subsides. So as any other doctors, one thing, the happy part, there's also the sad part, and even with horses, it's difficult when they are sick and they end up dying. So, first time as a vet working in the stud farm, doing a post-mortem of a horse, it's like a carpentry job. And I get to get my gadgets, my tools, my parang, and I don't have a post-mortem table for you to put a horse on. You just do it on the floor. And cutting up a horse, it's a tough job, a really tough job. And number of deaths. I remember the first time having, I think it's one of the horse that died due to twisted guards. After many hours of treating it, and given all the medicine we could give, everything that we could give, but yet it didn't survive. And it was sad because you spend all night not having your sleep, and yet you didn't manage to save the horse. So what I do is when a horse dies, we'll bring it to the burial ground. Okay, there will be a hole there waiting for it to be buried, and before we bury it, it's my responsibility to do a postmortem. Okay, this is very important because I have to write a report. What is the cause of death? And I have to be answerable to what happened to the horse, especially if it's a client's horse. Then all the more I will be asked, right, as a vet. So my job is to identify what is happening inside that caused the death of the animal. Okay, you want to look at the parang. So you see, written there, postmortem tools. Right, inside I have my parang. You know, I've got to sharpen my parang first so that it's easy to cut, and saws in case where we have to saw a bone, right? And plastics to get specimens, right, to send for the lab. Scissors and any swabs, right? And even a chisel, bone chisel. What they do is usually we will dig a hole here, right, as big as maybe 2 meters by 2 meters and 6 foot under. Okay, and then I'll just do the postmortem right beside the hole, so it's easier to just push the carcass into the hole once I'm done. Okay, and there'll be a lot of flies and very stinky, but it's my job. Right? Yeah, something like CSI, investigate the cause of death, but it's not so detailed as them, right? Just a general autopsy, and usually it's quite obvious if you suspect, let's say, a twisted gut, and at the back of your mind, even before you open, you expect to see what is it before you open. Hi. So this is my day's work. 5 o'clock, unless there is emergency cases. Well, it's the coolest thing of being a resident vet in a stud farm. I felt it's still, again, it's foaling and breeding, because it's where you see from the beginning of a horse until they reach adulthood. So the process of it, and it gives me that satisfaction.